Hey guys, it's Anthony here with ARE Drywall Repair here in North Texas. So if you're new to this channel, you just came across this series, what I'm doing is a series on how to do drywall finishing. But the basis of it is I'm going foundational, where I'm going to start teaching you from the framing aspect to the hanging of the drywall to finishing it, so you can understand that if you have to do a patch or you want to do a home renovation, you're looking to get into the trade, you kind of understand how the whole process works. So if you saw my last video, which was the anatomy of framing, I kind of described how I'm building up my mock-ups here for the series. And so what I did is I added some more studs and I added some more proponents that you're gonna find in your everyday builds, whether you're doing it for yourself as a home renovation or you come on a job site. So something I do want to say is, before I had said most of your ceiling joists or your ceiling studs are 2x4s. Normally they're 2x6s, could be 2x12s depending on the load that they're carrying above. Obviously this is for training purposes, so there is no load bearing. It's not structural, it's the integrity of that. So everything in my module is just with 2x4s. So with that said, I just want to show you guys what I added, and then that way you can see when you come on to a job like this what you want to do. So when you get to the framing part, sometimes where your studs are going to hit, there's not always going to be something to screw off to. So you have to add a couple of studs. So on my ceiling, I actually added 2 more studs because from here to here is 24 inches, but then I wouldn't have anything to screw off to here, as well as the ending one. It would have been right underneath this stud and I wouldn't have been able to screw to anything, so I added a stud here. Now this back wall is 16 on center. You can, if you don't know what that means, I have another video that explains that. But I had to add a stud here to make a corner, so I had something to screw off to. On this side, I left it purposely for when I'm doing a side job, I'm doing a patch or something, and they don't have framing, and I didn't bring a whole stud. I usually bring scraps or dead wood with me. So on this top part, I went ahead and screwed in 2 smaller pieces that'll give me some kind of backing. On the bottom, I left it nothing because sometimes I don't have anything to screw to, and I'm going to show you how I keep that from having a lot of movement by tying it in with the other piece of drywall that I'm going to hang with. We're going to get into hanging next. But what I also did, so when I hang the drywall, I don't want to just hang up a bunch of flat pieces and you guys not see how to do cutouts and whatnot. So I added, you know, a little light up here. We're going to call this a light box, whatever, for if there's a ceiling, a fixture for the ceiling. I put in a box outlet up here. You know, sometimes people have them for TVs or they just have them up. And I didn't want to do too much stuff on the bottom because I kind of want to spread stuff out. So over here, I put up some kind of like fake plumbing, you know, just some pipes to give you, again, a realistic, if you're doing a kitchen, if you're doing a bathroom. These are to represent your hot and your cold, and then your hot and your cold and your drain. But these are the things that, again, for training purposes, I want to make this as realistic as possible. I want to tie in and incorporate as much as I can that I deal with on a daily basis, so that way you guys can understand how to do cut arounds, how to measure properly, how to, you know, run into this problem, there's nothing to screw off, what am I going to do? So I'm hoping that's going to help. Let's get on to the next one.